louder than that.
That part.
Get it in the streets. Get it in the streets.
Get it in the streets. Get it in the streets.
If you don't want no justice, take your bitch ass home.
If you don't want no justice, take your bitch ass home.
If you don't want no justice, take your bitch ass home.
If you don't want no justice, take your bitch ass home.
Now get it in the streets. Get it in the streets.
Get it in the streets. Get it in the streets.
If you don't want no justice, take your bitch ass home.
If you don't want no justice, take your bitch ass home.
If you don't want no justice, take your bitch ass home.
Take your bitch ass home.
Take your bitch ass home. Take your bitch, take your bitch ass home. Give me a B.
B, I got your B, I got your B.
Give me an L.
L, I got your L, I got your L.
Give me an M.
M, I got your M, I got your M.
What does that spell?
Black Lives Matter.
What does that spell?
Black Lives Matter.
Give me a B.
B, I got your B, I got your B.
Give me an L.
L, I got your L, I got your L.
Give me an M.
M, I got your M, I got your M.
What does that spell?
Black Lives Matter.
What does that spell?
Black Lives Matter.
What does that spell?
Black Lives Matter.
Indict, convict, send those ghetto cops to jail.
The whole damn system is guilty as hell.
Do y'all think the whole system is guilty? Because I'm not really feeling it. Indict, convict, send those ghetto cops to jail.
The whole damn system is guilty as hell.
The whole damn system.
It's guilty as hell.
The whole damn system.
It's guilty as hell.
Ones that have the right to ain't nobody safe. Mama on my game. Put it in their face. Yeah.
They're scared to come outside.
Niggas know we stepping 90 days. God knows stepping out with late. Tell it how till ain't no mercy, that's just how we made. You heard it church up in my verses, cause that's how I ride. I told God he gotta forgive me, I've been trying, oh. Get down on my knees when I'm in pain, oh. Tired of the rain on my name.
I clean this blood off my Jesus, please.
Oh, Jesus, please, can you feel my needs, yeah. Tired of fucking up, I'm in the streets, yeah. Gonna take away this hurt inside of me.
Got to come outside.
God, I need a second chance. Knowing that I love you, but sometimes I see you never dance. Love to go my mind, so I'm sliding out of whoever ends. Drop one of them niggas when I kill them, call the reverie. Cause no weapon formed against me shall prosper, yeah. God, no weapon on the tower, yeah. Waiting on them boys outside to come outside. Ooh, yeah.
Niggas always stepping night and day. Niggas always stepping out and late. It's in the mercy, ain't no mercy, that's just how we made. Change up in my mercy, that's just how we made. I feel cursed, I pray for better days. Seems like yesterday we was catching plays. And it's been hard on me lately, I can't catch a break. I'm losing niggas on the day to day. Every day I pray, only God can take this hate away. Lord knows if I see him, I'm gonna have to spray. Now that same spot I see him is the spot he lay. I clean his blood on my Jesus, please. Jesus, please, say there's a heaven for a real one. I had to smoke him, even Moses had to kill one. Do it for the bills, I swear this shit is getting ill. Let's get to come outside.
Ooh, yeah.
Niggas know we stepping night and day.
No, I'm taking night and day.
Niggas know we stepping now and day. Mercy ain't no mercy, that's just how we made it. Church up in my verses, that's just how we made it.
Oh, you hear that church up in my burger, that's just how I raised. Look up in my bitches, that's just how I came. Keep a 30 on me, niggas, don't get out the way. I get my preacher on. Yeah, big up down on either on. Fly in the eagle, big old shooter, pull up in them Regals on. Trap out down on my people, this that gang. I put them demons on you. Pussy nigga not equal, we told heaters. I got that ether on. They didn't believe I'm the people choice. They didn't believe in us. Run down on you in them Adidas.
They're scared to come outside.
name.
Linnell Frazier.
Say his name.
Linnell Frazier.
Say his name.
Linnell Frazier.
Rest in peace.
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 Linnell Frazier.
I don't know what y'all been told,
I don't know what y'all been told.
but killer cops have got to go.
Killer cops have got to go.
I don't know what y'all been told,
I don't know what y'all been told.
but killer cops have got to go.
Killer cops have got to go.
Say fuck 12.
Fuck 12.
Say fuck 12.
Fuck 12.
Say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Fuck 12. Say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Fuck 12.
I said 9, 10, 11.
Fuck 12.
I said 9, 10, 11.
Fuck 12.
ACAB, all cops are bastards. ACAB, all cops are bastards. ACAB,
All cops are bastards.
ACAB.
All cops are bastards.
What do we want? Justice. When do we want it? Now. What do we want?
Justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
For who? Linnell? For who?
Linnell Frazier.
For who?
Linnell Frazier.
For who?
Linnell Frazier.
What do we want?
Justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
For who?
Linnell Frazier.
For who?
Linnell Frazier.
For who?
Linnell Frazier.
For who?
Linnell Frazier.
When I say Linnell, y'all say Frazier. Linnell.
Frazier.
Linnell.
Frazier.
Linnell.
Frazier.
Linnell.
Frazier.
When I say Linnell, y'all say Frazier. Linnell.
Frazier.
Linnell.
Frazier.
Linnell.
Frazier.
Linnell.
Frazier.
Fuck 12.
Fuck 12.
Fuck 12.
Fuck 12.
Say fuck 12.
Fuck 12.
Say fuck 12.
Fuck 12.
Say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Fuck 12.
Say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Fuck 12.
I said 9 to 11.
Fuck 12.
I said 9 to 11.
Fuck 12.
Come on, sis. Come on, sis. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. It's time for Minneapolis to be held accountable for their cops. You know, it's disrespectful. My mom ain't got no justice for her son, and we ain't going nowhere. Like, the city can stop trying to hide and say, it's the cops' fault. Y'all employed them. So, when y'all all stand together in the Bible, it said, if you sit with them, they with you. So, we want justice for Linnell Frazier. His life is valuable, our family valuable, and we ain't going. Ain't no sweeping this under the rug, babe. We want justice, and we coming hard. We like a pack of lions. We gonna set a lion out somebody's ass if we don't get no justice. Period. We coming hard and fierce. Period. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace.
People protesting in Minneapolis escalated as demonstrators were lashed by tear gas and rubber bullets.
The main message here is that they want to see those officers involved.
They want to see those officers arrested.
Trade my 4x4 for a GC3, ain't no more feelers feed. I gave him chance again. I even told him please. I find it crazy the police will shoot you and know that you dead, but still tell you to freeze. Fucked up, I seen what I seen. I guess that mean hold him down if he say he can't breathe. There's too many mothers just grieving. They killing us for no reason. Been going on for too long to get even. Throw us in cages like dogs and hyenas. I went to court and they sent me to prison. My mama was pissed when they said I can't leave. First I was drunk and I sobered up quick when I heard all that time that they gave to Talib. He got a license and it's still shit. We just some products of our environment. How the fuck they gon' blame us? You can't fight fire with fire, I know, but at least we can turn up the flames on. Every color person ain't dumb, and all whites not racist. I be judging by the mind and heart, I ain't really in the faces. So the way that we living is not getting better, you gotta know how to survive. Crazy, I had to tell all of my lovers to carry a gun when they going outside. Stay in the mirror whenever you drive. Overprotected, go crazy for mine. You gotta pay attention to the signs. Seem like the blind following the blind. Thinking about everything that's going on. I put security up in my home. I'm with my kind of, they right or they wrong. I call them now, he'll pick up the phone and it's 5 in the morning. He waking up on it. Tell them wherever I'm at, then they coming. I see blue lights, I get scared and start running. That shit be crazy, they supposed to protect us. Swords and handcuffs and arrest us. Why they go home at night, that shit messed up. Knowing we needed help, they neglect us. One of them who gon' make them respect us. I can see in your eye that you fed up. Fuck around, got my shot, I won't let up. They know that we a problem together. They know that we can storm anywhere. That's bigger than black and white. It's a problem with the whole way of life. It can't change overnight. But we gotta start somewhere. Might as well go ahead, start here. We done had a hell of a year. I'ma make it count while I'm here. God is the only man I fear. Fuck it, I'm going on the front line. He gon' bust your ass if you come at that gun line. You know when the storm boy wait in the sunshine. Got put your head in the game when it's crunch. I want all my sons to grow up to be monsters. I want all my daughters to show out in public. Seem like we losing our country, but we gotta stand up for something. So this what it comes to. Every video I see on my country, I got power now. I gotta say something. Corrupt the police been the problem where I'm from, but I'd be lying if I said it was all of them. I ain't do this for the trend, I don't follow them. Altercations with the law had a lot of them. People speaking for the people, I'm proud of them. Stick together, we can get it up out of them. I can't lie like I don't rap about killing and dope, but I'm telling my youngins to vote. I did what I did cause I didn't have no choice and no hope. I was forced to just jump in and go. This bullshit is all that we know, but it's time for a change. Got time to be serious, no time for no gang. Ain't taking no more, let us go for them chains. God bless they soul, every one of them names. It's bigger than black and white. It's a problem with the whole way of life. It can't change overnight. But we gotta start somewhere. Might as well go ahead, start here. We done had a hell of a year. I'ma make it count while I'm here. God is the only man I fear. They training officers, the killers, then shooting protesters with these rubber bullets. They regular people, I know that they feel us. These scars too deep, they heal us. What happened to COVID? Nobody remember, it ain't making sense. I'm just here to vent. It happened to one of your people, it's different. We get it, the system is wicked, just learn how to pick it. Knowledge is power, I swear I'm a witness. I know that I'm gifted, I won't go too deep, cause I'm scared they'll get me. Ain't scared to admit it, some shit I can't mention. It's people who care, but here's the chance. I won't take a stand, but I'll take a stand for what I believe. Must not be breathing the air that I breathe. You know that the way that I bleed, you can breathe. I never been a fan of police, but my neighborhood know I try to keep peace, so it's only right that I get in the streets. March for a reason, I just hope you peace. Our people die for us to be free. What do you mean? This was a dream. Now we got the power that we need to have. They don't want us with it, and that's why they mad. Yeah. It's bigger than black and white. It's a problem with the whole way of life. Can't change overnight. But we gotta start somewhere. Might as well go ahead, start here. We done had a hell of a year. I'ma make it count while I'm here. God is the only man I fear. It's bigger than black and white. It's a problem with the whole way of life. Can't change overnight. But we gotta start somewhere. Might as well go ahead, start here. We done had a hell of a year. I'ma make it count while I'm here. God is the only man I fear.
Listen!
Up and down 'em. What do they move out of 'em? What do they move out of 'em? What do they move out of 'em? What do they song? Oh, song, take it down. Get in the step. That's song. Songs are fine. Get in the step. Get in the step. This motherfucker made songs. You listen that? Listen, son. Bitch your face, bitch your face. 1, 2, 3. Nail, ride. Get on up, get on up, get on up, ride, nail, ride, get on up. Y'all niggas ain't ready for this free. My shit, don't shut up, bring it down. I don't back away. Keep that low, with the tank top, and the half of this. Start the walk, in my
Laniel Frazier, say his name. Say his name. What's his name? Say his name. What's his name? Say his name. What's his name? Say his name. Who'd they kill? Who'd they murder? Who'd they kill? Who'd they murder? Say his name. What's his name? Scream his name. Scream his name. Scream his name. What's his name? Scream his name. What's his name? If Laniel don't get it, 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 whose streets? 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 Whose motherfucking 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 streets? Black lives, they matter here. 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 Laniel's life, it matters here. Laniel's life, it matters here. Black lives, they matter 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 here. When black lives are under attack, what do we do? When black lives are under attack, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? When black lives are under attack, what do we do? When black lives are under attack, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? When black lives are under attack, what do we do? When black lives are under attack, what do we do? 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 When I say black lives, you say matter. Black lives. 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 Black lives.
When it's time to ride, who gon' pull up when it's time to slide? Me and my brother, we stick together, no other. We blowing up like a bubble, and we took over, no other. Who I'm gon' call when it's time to ride? Who gon' pull up when it's time to slide? Me and my brother, we stick together, no other. We blowing up like a bubble, and we took over, no other. Say this I'm living. The pain in my eyes, the hurt and the struggle. Since I lost my brother, now the family wanna huddle, but I can't say fuck it, nah. We thinking we strong, we seem like a muscle in the world, yeah, we got each other. Only thing the world I want is my brother. They ask me I'm fake,
street?
I ain't okay, so my
Whose street? 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 What do we want? What do we want? When do we want it? What do we want? When do we want it? What do we want? When do we want it? Say his name. Say his name. Say his name. Say his name. What's his name? Say his name. What's his name? What do we want? When do we want it? What do we want? When do we want it? What do we want? When do we want it? What do we want? When do we want it? Black lives, they matter here. 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 Who streets? 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 If Laniel don't get it, 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 if Laniel don't get it. When I say Laniel, you say Frazier. Laniel, 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 Laniel.
death is around the corner. 7 misleading statements about my persona. 6 headlights waving in my direction. 5-0 asking me what's in my possession. Yeah, I keep running, jumping the aqueducts, fire hydrants and hazardous smoke alarms on the back of us. But mama, don't cry for me, rap for me, trap for me, live for me, breathe for me, sing for me. Honestly, guiding me, I can be more than I gotta be. Stole from me, lied to me, nation hypocrisy, code on me, driving me wicked. My spirit inspired me like yeah. Open correctional gates in high desert. Yeah. Open our mind as we cast away oppression. Open the streets and watch our beliefs. And when they carve my name inside the concrete, I pray it forever. Freedom, freedom, I can't move. Freedom, cut me loose. Freedom, freedom, where are you? 'Cause I need freedom too. I break
When I say black lives, you say matter. Black lives, 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 black lives. When I say Lanier, you say Frazier. Lanier, 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 Lanier.
What saying, what poppin'? What flags you rockin'? Them haters can't get it. They mad 'cause I got it. It's a lot to know about me. You can ask your whole body. I ain't scared of nobody. Even 12 can't stop me. Shit, pop shit. 12 can't stop shit. 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 Please name one bitch I cannot hit. Let me pop my shit. I own my own apartments. Gucci ain't baddies. Gucci ain't baddies. I ain't say you wouldn't do it for me, but I got my own check. Put myself on my own jet. Put $500,000 on the desk. People telling me to keep it low. All a nigga like to do is flex. 12 cats to the Corvettes. Got a Lambo in the project. Thinking about what to buy next. I ain't really satisfied yet. I ain't really satisfied yet. I ain't really satisfied yet. Yeah, you can't name a nigga that tried me that I ain't tried to kill. Every nigga standing beside me did it without a deal. For real. What sign, what poppin'? What flags you rockin'? Them haters can't get it. They mad 'cause I got
Say
it.
black lives, they matter here. Say black lives, they matter here. Black lives, they matter here. Black lives, they matter here. Say fuck 12, fuck 12, fuck 12, fuck 12. Say fuck 12, fuck 12, fuck 12. Say fuck 12. Black lives, they matter here. 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 Who street? 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 What 12? What 12? What 12?
What sign, what poppin'? What flags you rockin'? Them haters can't get it. They mad 'cause I got it. It's a lot to know about me. You can ask your whole body. I ain't scared of nobody. Even 12 can't stop me. Shit, pop shit. 12 can't stop shit. 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 When I say fuck 12. 12, you say fuck 'em. When I say fuck 12, you say fuck 'em. Fuck 12. Fuck 12. Fuck 'em. Fuck 12. Fuck 'em. Fuck 12.
Say fuck 12. Fuck 12. Fuck 12. Fuck 12. Say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 9, 10, 11. I said 9, 10, 11. I said 9, 10, 11. I said 9, 10, 11. Say I don't know what y'all been told. But killer cops have got to go. Say I don't know what y'all been told. But killer cops have got to go. Say fuck 12. Say fuck 12. Say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I said 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 9, 10, 11. Daniel Frazier, say his name. What's his name? 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 Say his name. What do we want?
Justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
If we don't get no justice, if we don't get no justice, if we don't get no justice, they don't get no peace. If we don't get no justice, if we don't get no justice, if Lanier don't get no justice,
What the fuck that's about? What the fuck that's about? What's that about, coward? Yeah, you coming out with your gun for? What's that about? You heard me. You coming out with your gun for? What is that about? What are you coming out with your gun for? Why you got your gun on you for? What's that about? What's the gun for? What's the gun for? They want to know what's the gun for? What is the gun for? You're not intimidating anybody. What's the gun for? For what? For what? What's the gun for? Why do you got your gun? Why you brandishing your gun for nothing?
Bitch ass.
You stand in North Minneapolis, you're on native land, just so you remember.
Such a bitch. Came outside for the
Fuck, man. I hate that shit, man. Guy just comes out with his gun, like, stands, like, on guard, like what? He just had a clown to come outside brandishing his weapon, like what the hell?
For me, tell him put down those dice for a second, listen to his heart. Could you tell him I'll never let go of his memory, so his son will know you don't have to cry no more. His back, I said I got his back. Going
Bloods out there, got a homie that's in a gangster league. And also my boys in the pen, and you'll never see the street. Because you know what? It don't matter what they was doing while they was here. They could have been banging, slanging, but they ain't here no more. Now somebody's dead, somebody's baby, that's somebody's home. So go let them rest in peace while they in that gangster league. You know what I'm saying? That's on the real, though. This is for my homie.
Hip hop from the beat.
I can see straight through cause I'm a real one. I can't rock with you cause I'm a real one. This is what I do cause I'm a real one. Yeah. If you looking for me, you can find me with the real ones. Oh yeah, I be with the real ones. We gon' run forever and I put that on my little one. We gon' bring that channel all together like the pilgrims. Birds of the feather. Oh yeah, I be with the real ones. That's gon' hold me down no matter what. So I'm gon' hold them down no matter what. Oh yeah, I be with the real ones. That's gon' hold me down no matter what. So I'm gon' hold them down no matter what. Ever since day when I knew who was on my team. And ever since day when
Black lives, they matter here. Black lives, they matter here. Black lives, they matter here. Say black lives, they matter here. 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 What do we want? When do we want it? What do we want? When do we want it? What do we want? When do we want it? What do we want? When do we want it? Say his name. What's his name? 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 If Vanille don't get it, 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 say black lives, they matter here. 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 Who's streets? 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 Say 412. Say 412. Say 412. Say 412. Say who's streets? Who's streets? Who's streets? Who's streets? Say 412. 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 412. 412. 412. matter here.
Black lives, they 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 matter here.
Lanil's life, it matters here.
The Neil's life, it matters here.
Lanil's life, it matters here.
The Neil's life, it matters here.
Lanil's life, it matters here.
Neil's life, it matters here.
Lanil's life, it matters here.
Neil's life, it matters here.
Black lives, they matter 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 here.
That's the sound of the beast. That's the sound of the police. That's the sound of the beast.
Say fuck Will. 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 Who's motherfucking street? 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 Who's motherfucking street?
That's the sound of the beast. That's the sound of the police. That's the sound of the beast. Good truth. Open up your eye while you're talking on the boom box. Check the exercise. Word oversee them like a sample. Repeat very quickly in a true voice sample.
No good cops in a racist system. 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 ACAB. Good cops in a racist system. No good cops in a racist system. No good cops in a racist system. No good cops in a racist system. Say fuck 12. 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 Who's motherfucking street? 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 If we don't get no justice, if we don't get no justice, if we don't get no justice, if we don't get no justice,
That's the sound of the beast. That's the sound of the police. That's the sound of the beast.
Like a
Right about now, NWA quarters in full effect. Judge Clay resigning. In the case of NWA versus the police department, prosecuting attorneys are MC Ren, Ice Cube, and Easy motherfucking E. Order, order, order. Ice Cube Cube, take the motherfucking stand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help your black ass? You goddamn right. Won't you tell everybody what the fuck you gotta say?
Police coming straight from the underground. A young nigga got it bad cause I'm brown. And not the other color, so police think they have the authority to kill a minority. That shit cause I ain't the one for a punk motherfucker with a badge and a gun to be beaten on. Thrown in jail, we can go toe to toe in the middle of a cell. Fucking with me cause I'm a teenager with a little bit of gold and a pager. Searching my car, looking for the product, thinking every nigga is selling narcotics. You rather see me in the pen than me and Lorenzo rolling in a benzo. See the police out of shape, and when I'm finished, bring the yellow tape to take off the scene of the slaughter. Still getting swole up red and water. On the other hand, without a gun, you can't get none. But don't let it be a black and a white one, cause they'll slam you down to the street top. Black police showing out for the white cop. Ice Cube will swarm on any motherfucker in the blue uniform. Just cause I'm from the CPT, black police are afraid of me, huh? A young nigga on the warpath, and when I finish, it's gonna be a bloodbath of cops dying in LA. Yo, Dre, I got something to say. Police. 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 Sample scene 1. Oh shit. Now what the fuck you pull me over for? Cause I feel like it. Just sit your ass on the curb and shut the fuck up, man. Fuck this shit. Alright, smart ass, I'm taking your black ass to jail. MC Ren, will you please give your testimony to the jury about this fucked up incident? Fuck the police, and Ren said it with authority. Because the niggas on the street is a majority of gangs. That's with whoever I'm stepping. And a motherfucking weapon is kept in a stash spot for the so-called law. Wishing Ren was a nigga that they never saw. Lights start flashing behind me, but they're scared of a nigga, so they mace me to blind me. If that shit don't work, I just laugh, because it gives them a hint not to step in my path. For police, I'm saying fuck you, punk. Read my rights and shit, it's all junk. Pulling on a silly gun, so you stand with a big ass badge and a gun in your hand. But take off the gun so you can see what's up, and we'll go at it, punk, and I'ma fuck you up. Think I'ma kick your ass. Drop the gap, the red's gonna blast. I'm sneaky as fuck when it comes to crime, but I'ma smoke them now and not next time. Smoke any motherfucker that sweats me, any asshole that threatens me. I'm a sniper with a hell of a scope, taking out a cop or two that can't cope with me. The motherfucking villain that's mad with potential to get bad as fuck, so I'ma turn it around. Put in my clip, yo, and this is the sound. Yeah, something like that, but it all depends on the size of the gap. Taking out the police will make my day, but a nigga like Ren don't give a fuck to say. Fuck the police. 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 Let me know what you need. Police, open out. We got a warrant for these arrests. Get out. Put your hands up like I see you. What the fuck did I do? What do you do? Just shut the fuck up and get your motherfucking ass on the floor. Just shut the fuck up. TCE, why don't you step up to the stand and tell the jury how you feel about this bullshit? I'm tired of the... Right about now, NWA quarters in full effect. Judge Gray residing. In the case of NWA versus the police department, prosecuting attorneys are MC Ren, Ice Cube, and Easy motherfucking E. Order. Ice Cube, check the motherfucking stand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help your black ass? You goddamn right. Won't you tell everybody what the fuck you gotta say? The police coming straight from the underground. A young nigga got it bad cause I'm brown. And not the other color, so police think they have the authority to kill a minority. Fuck that shit cause I ain't the one for a punk motherfucker with a badge and a gun to be beaten on. And thrown in jail, we can go toe to toe in the middle of a cell. Fucking with me cause I'm a teenager with a little bit of gold and a pager. Searching my car, looking for the product, thinking every nigga is selling narcotics. You rather see me in the pen than me and Lorenzo rolling in a benzo. See the police out of shape, and when I finish, bring the yellow tape to take off the scene of the slaughter. Still getting swole up red and water. On the black cop. Ice Cube will swarm on any motherfucker in a blue uniform. Just cause I'm from the CPT, the police are afraid of me. A young nigga on the warpath, and when I finish, it's gonna be a bloodbath of cops dying in LA. Yo, Dre, I got something to say. Police. 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 Snap on scene one. Oh shit. Now what the fuck you pull me over for? Cause I feel like just sit your ass on the curb and shut the fuck up. Man, fuck this shit. I ain't smart ass. I'm taking your black ass to jail. MC Ren, will you please give your testimony to the jury about this fucked up incident? Fuck the police, and Ren said it with authority. Because the niggas on the street is a majority of gang. It's with whoever I'm stepping. And a motherfucking weapon is kept in a stash spot for the so-called law. Wishing Ren was a nigga that they never saw. Lights start flashing behind me. But they're scared of a nigga, so they mace me to blind me. But that shit don't work, I just laugh. Because it gives them a hint not to step in my path. For police, I'm saying fuck you, punk. Read my rights and shit, it's all junk. Running out of silly clubs, so you stand with a big ass badge and a gun in your hand. But take off the gun so you can see what's up, and we'll go at it, punk, and I'ma fuck you up. You think I'ma kick your ass? But drop the gat, the red's gonna blast. I'm sneaky as fuck when it comes to crime. But I'ma smoke them now and not next time. Smoke any motherfucker that sweats me. Any asshole that threatens me. I'm a sniper with a hell of a scope, taking out a cop or two. They can't cope with me. Some motherfucking villain that's mad with potential to get bad as fuck. So I'ma turn it around. Put in my clip, yo, and this is the sound. Yeah, something like that, but it all depends on the size of the gap. Taking out the police will make my day, but a nigga like Ren don't give a fuck to say. Police. 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 Police, open out. We have a warrant for these arrests. Get out and put your hands up like I see you. Get out, man. What are you doing? Just shut the fuck up and get your motherfucking ass on the floor. Just shut the fuck up. Easy E, won't you step up to the stand and tell the jury how you feel about this bullshit? I'm tired of the motherfucking jacket. Sweating my gang while I'm chilling in the shack, getting shining the light in my face every one. Maybe it's because I kick so much, but I can't gas. Or maybe because I blast on the stupid ass nigga when I play with the trigger of a gun. Oh, I name gang. I'm on the side, got something to say. Bitch, you inside.
Care to dance?
We all matter. Black, white,
Be
Chinese.
nice. Be nice. Be nice.
I am
Be
being
nice.
nice.
Be nice. Four. Yeah. Listen. Listen. Can't make it up.
Neil Frazier, say his name. What's his name? 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 Who they kill? Who they murder? What's his name? Scream his name. Scream his name. What's his name? Scream his name. Scream his name. If Laniel don't don't get it,
Burn it down.
if Lanier 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 don't get it,
Burn it
if
down.
Lanier don't get it,
Burn it down.
if 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 Lanier don't get it.
Burn it down.
Y'all want to put them on the site? She said, you got on the corner. They wanted to support y'all. They said they can go with this.
Knows all about what's going on and why it's wrong and how we will stand with this family until they get justice, yeah?
Yeah.
All right. So why don't you for the family if they have anybody else that would like to speak, anything else they'd like to say? Anybody else with the family?
We just wanted to say thank you to all the bikers and everybody that participated, that came out supported.
Yeah.
We just appreciate y'all. Keep on spreading it. Keep on standing with us. Justice Frontline Aid. We appreciate y'all.
Yeah.
I think it's so important for us to be out here because honestly, people, when somebody gets shot by the police, people pay attention, right? When something happens on video, people pay attention. But when people lose their lives because of these high-speed chases, you don't see this type of turnout, right? And so it's so important that we come out here because this is just as deadly, just as wrong, just as disgusting, just as murderous by these Minneapolis police. So it's so important to stand with this family. And here they are, it's a month, more than a month later. And have they heard anything from Mike Freeman's office? No. Have they heard anything from Minneapolis police about any kind of consequences for this cop? No. That guy's still on the job, still getting paid, a murderer, and he's still on our damn payroll. What is that? You think you can get away with that on your job?
Minneapolis gotta go, man.
That's right. They need to
You
go.
want them to fuck
All
out
of
of
them.
here.
All of them. And all they do come up in this neighborhood, disregard people's rights, hurt and harm people, and kill people. And this has got to end. So y'all, thank you so much for being here. Is there any groups that want to speak at this point? Any groups that want to step up and speak? Because otherwise, oh, you want to talk for a second? Hang on 1 second. I'll get you right up. And then beyond that, what we're going to do, we got some food, we got some, there's more music, things like that. Just stand and be with the family. Sometimes just standing and being with the family is really important in terms of letting the community know that this family is not alone. And they feel that, right? That's really important to stand and be with the family. So that's what we're here for tonight, and thank you all so much for being here. We got just a couple more speakers right quick. I'll see you, and then Jeff, so you're going to speak for TCC today?
Thank you. Mic check. Hey, how y'all doing, everybody? Good. That's what's up. My name is Latrell. I'm associate organizer with BBCC. That's Barbershops and Black Congregation Cooperative. And I'm out here for the cause. I'm with the people. All power to the people. So also I want to educate you guys or inform you guys about voting in November. Vote for a rent stabilization charter amendment, making rent more affordable for Minneapolis residents, as well as the new Department of Public Safety, so that we can have a Department of Public Safety where the police are a subdivision in the whole department, along with homeless outreach, mental health crisis, opioid response, 911, traffic, Office of Violence Prevention, all these different departments dedicated to our community needs, that we all can have a number to call on in the department that we can trust for our safety. So I want to tell you guys how important it is to go vote in November for these two charter amendments that's going to be on the ballot. If you are 18 and you are able to vote and eligible to vote, go vote. If you are black and you need to be voting this November. Yes. So those are the two charter amendments. Remember, rent stabilization charter amendment and the new Department of Public Safety charter amendment will be on the ballot November 2nd. Go vote, y'all. Yeah.
Thank you. Sorry. Jeff, you want to speak for TCC for today? Yes, come on.
Hey y'all, I just want to say first of all, I sincere condolences to Mr. Frazier's family. I can't imagine your loss. I know that, especially on the north side, community members have been fighting for years, as long as I can remember, to end these deadly high-speed chases. From the cops driving people into the parks where the children are playing, from the 3 young boys who were killed in a high-speed chase last year.
Yeah.
Now Mr. Frazier, it's too much. The fact is they already made it against the rules, but that hasn't changed anything, has it?
No, it hasn't.
There is not the will in the political establishment to hold these police accountable. So it's up to us. It's up to families like yours and the community members who want to back you, who we've got your back, to fight, and it's on us to hold them accountable. Mike Freeman and politicians arrest them, they're not going to do it. But we're not going to forget Mr. Frazier's name. We're not going to forget the wrong that was done to your family by taking him away. And at the end of the day, so I'm with TCC for J, Twin Cities Coalition for Justice for Jamar. We started after Jamar Clark was killed up on Plymouth Avenue more than 5 years ago now. We still ain't seen justice for Jamar, but nobody's forgetting Jamar's name. And I promise you no one's going to forget Leneal Frazier's name either. We lift up their names, not just to remember our pain, but to remember the power that we want to take back into our hands. The fact is, these are our communities, and we have the right to control who polices them and how. We have the right to say these violent, racist cops don't belong here no more. We're ready to kick them out. TCC for J is working for community control of the police. But whatever means it is, we need to get these violent killer cops off our streets. We're going to lock up Officer Cummins, and we're going to get the rest of them to clean house and really let our loved ones who've been taken rest in peace, because we put an end once and for all to these violent police operations in our communities. So again, my love and solidarity to your family. If there's anything we can do for you, please. Michelle got our number. You can find us on Facebook and stuff, but we're with you, and we appreciate, we're inspired. You know, it's not, I know it's not easy to come out here day after day. I also know there's nothing else you can do. So I want to say, I am proud of you for making that commitment and not backing down and not being, even if you feel discouraged, don't be discouraged. Even if it feels like it's not going to get you what you want, don't give up. Never give up, because you deserve justice. Mr. Frazier deserves justice. And we all deserve an end to these deadly police operations once and for all. So my best to you, and again, if there's anything we can ever do, don't hesitate to call us.
That's right. We got to find a way for justice, y'all. We got to work for justice. We got to demand justice. We got to hold these cops accountable. We cannot just let this ever be okay. So one of the things that's happening in this town that y'all probably know about is the Department of Justice. Peter, turn up the sound a little bit, buddy. The Department of Justice is investigating the Minneapolis police, as they should. As they should. We need an investigation into these Minneapolis police because we know that they're racist. We know that they're discriminating against people. We know that they're hurting people and killing people in our communities. So we have to demand that this be a good investigation, a solid investigation, and the only way that the Department of Justice, which is mostly people from out of town, is going to have a real investigation is if we tell them what's going on with our police in our town. We are the ones that know what it is because we live here, right? That's right. You live on the north side like I do, you know what's going on with the police. You live on the south side, you know what's going on with the police. We know what's happening in our town. And so we're asking people to get involved in informing this investigation by coming to our events. We've got an event this coming Friday at 6 o'clock at Stevens Square Park. We're having events all over the city all the time, and you can get involved in this Department of Justice investigation, and you need to be involved because otherwise they're just going to come here, look at a few documents, this and that, and they're not going to get the real picture of what's happening with our police in this town. And we got to tell them what that picture is so that we can make real changes, because what will come out of this thing, if we do it right, is what's called a consent decree, and that's a court order to force the city to do things. This city is not going to do things on their own. We already know that. We got to force them to do it right. We got to force them to make those changes. And we can do that because we got this opportunity. Well, let's don't blow this opportunity. Some of y'all know that I've been working on police accountability in this town for about 34 years. And honestly, I've been wanting these people to get here for about 20 years. I've been really wanting this to happen, and I feel like we can do something with it, but only if we step up and make it happen. So that's what we got to do as a community. So please step up, be part of this. Come out to the event at Stevens Square at 6 o'clock on Friday. And if, in the meantime, if you want to get in touch with us, go up on our website, Communities United Against Police Brutality, and look at our website. You'll see a whole bunch of information about the Department of Justice investigation. That investigation is only as good as what we do with it. And once that investigation is over, we're going to have to stay on them to come up with a real consent decree that makes the changes we really want. Otherwise, the city's just going to make something that'll be easy for them to do, and we're not going to let them off. We're not letting them off the hook, y'all. So we need to be part of this and really make this be a real investigation, and we're going to force the city to make the changes we need them to make. Between that and community control of the police, we can fix this situation. We don't have to tolerate them murdering our people in the streets. We don't. We need to end this. We need to end their violence. We need to end their feeling like they can do whatever the hell they want and have no accountability. We have to end that. That's right. And so please get involved in all the ways that you see people out here talking about, because that's how we're going to make the changes we want to see. That's how you make justice for people, by the way. We cannot bring Linnell Frazier back. What we can do is we can change the system so it doesn't happen to anybody else. So y'all, thank you again for being here. Enjoy your food. Thanks for being here.
Thank you everyone for tuning in to Listen Media.
Take off. We're doing another protest for the Frazier family this Friday. It's going to be a very special operation on the bridge that starts at 9 p.m. So you can come down to that. And then there's talks about another protest that's going to be coming up for them here in a week or so or 2 weeks. So be sure you stay tuned to see it, so you can see the other guys coming up and do show for this family. Because like I said, they've been out here like every day, and that's just too much for one family. So we got to show for them. Thanks everyone.
Thank you everyone for tuning in to Listen Media USA. Thank you for listening to what we have to say. Here's what's happening in your neck of the hood.
Oh yes, hang out, listen to some music, eat some food.
They do it because they care. And that's what I'm here. So I wish I had better words, I really do. I'm not a good speaker. Only I'm here because I have to be here. Because I've seen before where it says, I don't care if you yell or you whisper, right? Just say something. You're shaking, and I am shaking. I do get scared being up here. You know, I get nervous. But right now, it's not time for that. It's not time to be scared. It's not time to be nervous. And it's definitely not time to be weak. It's time to have power. We're not here to ask, we're here to demand. And we need to remember that we come with power. And we always need to come in that way because they're not respecting anything else. We can cry, we can show them videos, we can show them the proof that they don't care. We need to make them care. So that's why I'm here, to show that you're not alone, that none of us are alone, that whether there's 2 or 3 in your group, there's 2 and 3 in mine, and when we get together, there's 6 or 7, and we can represent 200 or 300. There is power here. But don't let anything, don't let them fool you, don't let the police department, their budgets, and their big machines fool you, because we can halt that. And that's what we're here to do, to reclaim power, and to stand in power, and to demand things, and to be listened to. Thank you guys for listening.
Thank you so much, Tony. Next up, we will hear from Dr. Grayson.
That's Dr. Badass.
How y'all doing tonight? To Diamond Ross's family. As a fellow black woman in America, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. We're in this together because Diamond was my sister. I experienced the things in life she's experienced. I'm sorry for your loss. I'm sorry for the delay, but we are in this fight together. So as I was asked to speak, what I did was I pulled the article to refresh my memory on all the details, because your little county, your little city done took 3 years and they did nothing. Nothing. And as a black woman, I'm tired because it's also been 2 years for Tatiana Jefferson, another black woman. Nothing. Nothing. I pulled the article, and I'm going to read you a few excerpts from it, because there's a method to their madness. There's a way they do the process, and I want you to hear the similarities of what goes on. Diamond Ross was limp as 2 Dallas police officers dragged her face first into a holding cell and laid her on the floor. Video from the City Hall jail shows the officers picked her up off the floor and set her in a wheelchair, unconscious and dying, where they left her for 12 minutes. Sound familiar? Sound familiar? 12 minutes while they attended to other duties. Ross, 34, died on August 18th or 19th. Arrest stemming from a domestic disturbance. Officers who said she fought them while high on PCP. They kill our bodies, then they kill our names. Did we need to know that? Was that pertinent? They kill our bodies, then they kill our names. Now that pattern, both of them jumped on the date of his funeral, trifling Fox 4 News, talking about he had weed in his apartment. I don't care if he had weed, PCP, Molly, fentanyl. She shouldn't have been in his apartment. But they kill our bodies, then kill our names. Y'all walk with me. Now, nearly 3 years after her death, her family has filed a federal lawsuit against the Dallas Police Department, the city's fire department, and 2 officers, Corporal Larry Moody and former Officer William Ortega, alleging that their negligence violated Ross's civil rights. 3 years! George Floyd was killed, buried. His killer indicted and sent to jail. And it's still no justice for my sister Diamond. Ross's mother told WFFA late last year that her daughter was treated, as little man said, less than human. That's what they do to us. The footage from the patrol car shows Ross pleading for water and medical help, telling officers, "I cannot breathe." That should sound real familiar. I think her last heartbeat was when we got her out of the car, Rudy said. I don't know where he got his medical degree, that he could think he heard the last heartbeat, but there it is. Since receiving news of Diamond's death, her family has been promised a thorough investigation into criminal liability from the actors involved. Did y'all get that? Okay. Because the county medical examiner ruled Ross's cause of death an accidental overdose. What I need you to do is see the parallel between the actual report they tried to file for George Floyd. They said George Floyd died of natural causes. If the young lady hadn't taken the video, it would have gone down in the books as natural causes. They lied. The arresting officer failed to secure a prisoner with a seatbelt during transport and failed to obtain medical treatment for a prisoner when it became apparent that the individual was unresponsive. To that end, the arresting officer in this case was disciplined for his behavior during this incident. If any of you have a relative or a friend that you're putting in the car, do you put him in there with no seatbelt? Even if it's somebody you don't like, you got the capacity to recognize their humanity. Do you not? Now, these are law enforcement officers. They're held to a higher standard. Why do you think they didn't buckle her in? I say it. I need y'all to help me protect the black woman. I can't breathe. Another report, she told him I can't breathe. At one point, body camera footage, an officer can be heard saying, "We see her all the time at the QT. Every time we see her, she's high." And? Does my addiction delete my humanity? Because if that officer's child is on drugs, he's going to want me to recognize that individual's humanity. But you couldn't do that for Mrs. Ross's child. Again, in the report, I can't breathe. She says, appearing breathless. I can't breathe. About a minute into the video, an officer opens the back door and, grabbing her by the feet, drags her into a lying down position on the seat. Her face smacks into the upholstery of the seat. "You hurt me," Ross says as she struggled to turn over. "He hurt me." But you know what they'll say? Well, if she could say that she hurt me, apparently she could breathe. That is what they will say. Again, I can't breathe. And at one point, Ross calls out for her mother. Sound familiar? I can't breathe. Mama. Mama. On the way to the police station, the officer in the front seat, he playing on the phone, engrossed in his smartphone. They put her in the chair. Her head whips back violently as they sit her in the chair and left her alone in the cell. Protect the black woman. Let me be clear. I don't care what habits, what vices, what addictions, what ethnicity, what culture, what gender, what sexual orientation, what group you want to categorize. I don't care. They are all human. We all deserve a modicum of respect. And Diamond Ross did not get that at the end of her life, and she still has not received it properly from the city of Dallas in her afterlife. And just so that you know how this goes in Dallas, just yesterday, I had a hearing, an ethics hearing against my city councilman, Adam Bazaldua. They found him in violation because Adam chose to call me names on social media and disrespect my degrees. It's hard enough being a black woman in America with the credentials. But when somebody who doesn't even have them, a funky high school teacher, nothing against high school teachers, but that was what he did, and I earned my stuff. Mine is not honorary. I went through it where my chair, two of my dissertation committee members looked me dead in my face and told me they were surprised a black person could write as well as I could. This has got to stop. And I'm not the only woman that he's disrespected. Black educated woman that Adam Bazaldua has disrespected. This has got to stop. Protect the black woman. The officers want to run around and do everything for black boys. Protect the black woman. And we will go to the ends of the earth for you. Again, Ms. Ross and family, I truly apologize. We're going to continue the fight for you. I was at one or two of those meetings with the police oversight board, and the sister that runs that, monitors that board, that's the sister who Adam Bazaldua also disrespected too. So it runs rampant. But we're going to fight, protect the black woman, because we will fight for you. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Grayson. It's always very nice to hear you speak. I hate that it's always nice to hear you speak. I hate that we don't get to hear you speak about more positive things, considering why we're always in the same space. Next up, we have the opportunity to hear from Diamond's brother, so we will have him come up next.
First off, I want to say thank you, Heavenly Father, for all us being here live above the earth. I'm not real big on speaking, but I want to thank y'all all for being here. My sister shows how much y'all care.
Take your
My sister
time.
means a lot. You know what I mean? That's like my twin. You hear me? Watching those videos, total disrespect of her life. Shadow, you know what I mean? Watch my mother's baby, you know, somebody just get treated like she was nothing to me. Yeah, I'm angry, but I'm more hurt than there's other people that are doing this, dying the same way, you know what I mean? No disrespect.
It's okay, take time.
even when she didn't have nothing. So, well, she asked my mother, she said, my brother got something, anytime she has something, she make sure I do. You know what I mean? But I don't have her because of total disrespect. You know what I mean? I just want to thank y'all for coming. Woo!
Thank you so much. Next up from the Afia Center, we have Maria.
Good evening, y'all. I'm not so good at like just saying speeches off the top of my head, so I have it written. Thank you for coming out. I'm Maria Pettis, an organizer with the Afia Center. And I gotta say it's a bittersweet feeling being up here, seeing that our fallen sister Diamond Ross is the reason we're gathered. But we still haven't grown weary in demanding justice for her. Even though she wasn't murdered by the police like so many others, it was their neglect and prejudice bias that caused her death, that sadly even some of our own brothers and sisters have due to them being loyal to their religious group. Disturbingly, at one point in the body cam footage, an officer could see her saying, "We see her all the time at QT. Every time I see her, she's high on wet," which is proof of that bias I just spoke of. It was inhumane to ignore this young woman's crying plea for help. Giving her water and proper medical care would have saved her life. Instead, when she was unresponsive, they stuck her in a wheelchair and left her like some criminal. When the truth is, she was arrested, I believe, for some city outstanding warrants. I can only pray she has found peace on the other side, and that going forward, we see some real change in the system we're supposed to look at to protect and serve. Letting her death not be in vain, but more so the beginning of some real change. While this uphill battle we've been fighting for centuries is far from over, we have to look at how far we've come. We have to be persistent and not get discouraged, remembering things get worse before they get better. And I have no doubt that we are on our way to better. I ask that we all continue to do our part to hold those officers accountable for their actions, and Cruzo for his negligence in the case of Diamond Ross. Even reaching out to our city council members and representatives, making our needs known, can make a huge difference, so we can have that equality and justice we deserve. I want to thank you all for coming out tonight and putting action behind your cry for justice and giving me the opportunity to speak tonight. I also provided something. I have some papers with, pens where you can fill out a note to Diamond if she was personal to you. And I have balloons with a helium tank, and we can put the letters in that balloon and let it go for her and get y'all speaks, because I did that for a family member. So thank y'all, and I'm gonna sit that over here. You want to take care of it.
Thank you so much, Maria. So for Diamond's family, if you would like to participate in a balloon release, Maria has that set up over here for you to write a note to do that. And then we also at this table have the petition that we would like for everyone to sign. This will send an email to our city council members and to DA Cruzo, demanding that they charge the officers that did not intervene and provide medical attention to Diamond with negligent homicide. And lastly, we have Dr. Sessions, who will speak to close session.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I want to help us to understand just a little bit about what we're up against, okay? The young sister that just got finished talking, she said, we have been dealing with this for centuries. You know, a century is 100 years. She said centuries, right? So what I need us to be clear about is the injustice that Black and brown people experience on a daily basis and have experienced for centuries, was the way that this country that we live in was set up. What we need to be clear about is that our quote-unquote founding fathers created this nation such that there would be what's called a hierarchy of with white people at the top and black people at the bottom in every area of life. That is how this world was set up. That is how America was set up and organized from the very beginning. You do know that in the Declaration of Independence, black folk were really not included. Right? When it talks about the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, y'all, it wasn't talking about us. Because when it was written, we were enslaved. We were considered 3/5 human. So not even our founding documents speak to our humanity. And so we have work to do. This problem that we have, it is systemic. It is in the DNA of America. And so just hoping that it will change will not bring change. And I'm looking out and I'm looking at some white folks that are here tonight. And so what you can do is to speak up. What you can keep doing is show up. What you can do is tell the truth when you have an opportunity. What you can do is check your privilege, check your biases, and check that of other people in your own families. Because although we didn't create the problem, white people did, we are impacted by the problem, but we can't fix it by ourselves. We need you to do your part as well. And so keep in mind that this is the way this country has been set up. And so I'm not going to keep you long. I just want to say a few words by way of encouragement. Because we can look at all the injustices. We can look at these beautiful black young women who've lost their lives due to no fault of their own. We can look at that. We can look at all of the senseless killings of black and brown bodies, and it's so easy to get discouraged. And it's okay to be discouraged sometimes. It's okay to feel sad and discouraged and hopeless sometimes. Those are natural emotions, but we just can't stay there. And so I want to give you some hope. See, because I believe, and this is what I know for sure, I know that one day the Lord will right all wrongs. Injustice will come to an end. I know that one day the Lord will reveal truth and lies, and injustice will cower like a thief who's been exposed. I know that one day systemic injustice will come to an end. One day. One day. And until that day comes, we will demand accountability of those who are supposed to protect and serve with equity and fairness. Until that day comes, we will show up where and when it counts to fight for justice for people marginalized by a caste system based on a racial hierarchy of human value where white bodies are treated superior. Until that day, we will speak up and out till justice rolls down like waters and righteousness like an ever-flowing stream. Until that day comes when the Lord will make all crooked paths straight, so that our black and brown daughters and sons, mothers, fathers, and brothers and sisters have the same protections under the law as the white daughters, sons, mothers, and fathers. And so we will keep the pressure on, because until that day, I need you to know that we ain't going nowhere. Thank you.
talk. I've never done this before, and I'm not good at this. I read the articles and
It's time to go. Okay, all done.
Matt McGee's a fucking slumlord.
everything that happened in those videos that I watched could have been stopped. When I watch those videos, I know my friend. So I know that she was dead before she even arrived. Watching her head hit, all that stuff really plays with me every day. And it's hard. It's something that I can't get past. I reach out all the time to media trying to spread awareness, and nobody really cares. And it's something that I'm taking very personally. I appreciate everybody who is here today, because we do need unity. That's the only way to stop this. We all have to unify. It doesn't matter who you are, what color you are, or where you come from. Nobody means any less. And unfortunately, I am white. And I'm not blind to the problem. It's real. And it's happening every day. And if you stand here and you guys don't support everything that's going on, you're a part of the problem. And that's just what it is. That's not coming from, you know, a lot of people get mad, they talk about Black Lives Matter, this and that, and it's all just for black. This is coming from a white woman. Everybody who stands here and allows this shit is a part of the problem. She didn't have to die at all. The police allowed her to die because they said that she was on drugs. They don't really, I don't care what anybody says. She could have been on drugs, she was on drugs, yes, but she wasn't always, whether she was combative or not, that did not mean that she was on drugs. She was combative sober. Nobody knows her struggle or who she was. There knows the demons that she had to fight. But what I do know is when she called for her mom in this videos, she was dying. And that shit was ignored. And that is not okay. And anybody who can stand around and not sign the petitions and not stand up for these events, you guys are a part of the problem. Everywhere. It's not just Dallas, it's fucking everywhere. But this is my friend. This was my sister. This was somebody who meant as much as to me as the rest of my family. This is somebody I knew for over 20 years. But as I stand here and I look at this crowd, for some reason, everybody who she took care of, ain't nobody here. Ain't nobody supporting her. Ain't nobody showing up for her, for China. Like, China showed up for everybody else. And I don't understand this, and I'm real angry about it. I don't get it. I don't get how she came out here and she changed so many people's lives and helped so many people, but she wants to be shedded in this dark light. It's not right. Nobody is standing up for her, and I don't get it. Besides the people who are here, and I do appreciate that, but y'all, we have to keep fighting. Don't get discouraged. Keep sharing this shit. Keep signing these fucking pensions. I'm sorry I'm cussing y'all. It's okay, girl. You can. But keep signing these pensions because, no, she's not the only one, and there are many, but there is no other Diamond Ross. She is the only one to us. Nobody can replace her. And we're not going to stop fighting. We're going to keep calling all y'all. We're going to blow all y'all up until everybody shoots up. Shows up and shoots up. Whatever the hell you say. And we get this shit taken care of because we getting justice. And we're going to fight. That's who she was. She was a fighter. So it's only right we fight for her. Woo. Wrong person.
Diamond was my sister.
Okay.
She was my sister. She was my friend. We have to understand. Life happens. But at the end of the day, we have to fight for what is right. Anybody knew Diamond? No. That she was a diamond in the rough. That's the best way I can put it. She was a diamond in the rough. They picked that diamond, but they picked it in the wrong way. I stand for Diamond. I'm going to continue to fight for Diamond. Because she won't be hushed.
justice will be served for Diamond. Because justice is due. But we have to stand as a family. The people that are here were meant to be here. But each one teach one. Because it ain't gonna stop. But we have to fight. Because that's what she would want us to do. She was the boss lady. Anybody that knew her, the boss with the sauce. She was a dear friend, close to my heart. I stand on behalf of Diamond, and when I say we're gonna walk and we're gonna fight, I'm not gonna stop till justice is served for Diamond. Because where they thought they won, victory is ours. You hear me? I look to the hills which come my help. My help comes from the Lord. And Diamond knew the Lord. That was my sister and my friend. But each and every day, it's a fight. Because you never know what you're going to come against. But if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. And I stand for truth. I stand for love. And that's what Diamond stood for. So we have to keep pushing and praying each and every day, because it ain't going to get easy. But you can't give in, and you better not give up. Head up, chest out. Because we warriors. That's what we do. But you got to know how to fight. You got to fight with the black and white. It takes letters, it takes prayers, it takes pushing, and it takes praying. But guess what? We came this far by faith, and we're going to keep on going. But at the end of the day, her legacy is going to live on, because it lives on through us. The love that she had, oh, baby. It stands forevermore. Heart of my heart, she was. Because she was my friend and my sister. It makes my heart sad that they allow people to still stand in the position that they in. But guess what? That man sits high and he looks low. And he gonna take care of everything. We not gonna stop fighting, and we not gonna stop praying. Because that girl there, she meant something. That was a diamond in the rough. And that's my friend, my sister. And I stand for her, 10 toes. And we gonna walk it like we talk. And we gonna get it understood. But justice will be served for Diamond Ross. Because what she went through, nobody should go through. Because it could have been me. But we have to stay together, pray together, fight together, and do everything we need to do to make sure that her name still stands. Diamond Ross. I love y'all.
Thank you. Would anyone else from Diamond's family like to speak? Would anyone else from the family like to speak? Alrighty, so we have one more part, but we're going to wait a little bit for it to get a little bit darker. In the meantime, if you all would like to participate in the balloon release, you can do that now, and please sign the petition.
Alright, so I'm going to go sign the petition here in a bit. Chat is broken, so if you're saying anything, I can't see it. I'm going to restart the stream really quick. See if I can get that back live. I'll probably stay live for the balloon release, so give me just...
These pest infestations, known about lighting fixtures that are a fire hazard to a building that already sustained a fire less than a year ago, and he just ignores every demand that every tenant has made, and we are within our rights to make said demands because that's fair treatment, that's ethical housing, and I'm sick of being treated this way. I know several other tenants of that building specifically are being treated this way, and we've gathered together as a union, and we just had a collective of at least 50 people on a lawn as an action to make these demands known yet again. We've already emailed him, we've already phone called him, and his response was to contact the law enforcement and basically usher us out of the way of his evening with his family, which I think there are greater concerns. There are people that are, put it this way, if I had children, I wouldn't be able to hold on to them. It's that uninhabitable. I feel like a shit dad to my own pets because they don't, you know what I mean? They're at home right now in 90-degree heat. I don't have an working air conditioner. Like, it's just, it's not right. And that's what we chant to just ensure that he knows his treatment of us is beyond less than fair. It's a negligence that I've never seen. It's a callousness that is unprecedented. And seeing us get kind of shaken down and moved out of there, it just is a further testament to, you know, brush it under the rug, Matt. But we ain't going anywhere. And that's my encouragement to the rest of the squad. So thank you for hearing our story, and I would turn it over to Gabe. Hey, Gabe.
So again, guys, that was one of the times.
We're saying that doggies, he's almost fully grown at 10 months.
Of land and Diamond Ross of these 3 national cases. All of these happened in Texas.
union being formed recently and how they're planning on impacting this. So let me pass it on to him if you want to introduce yourself.
Yeah, my
go ahead.
name's Gabe Coppage. I'm a leader with MSTU and KC Tenants. Yeah, so we formed this union in March of 2021 just in response to the way our landlord has us living for real. Like, we're all living in unsafe and unsanitary conditions. And, you know, like, I kind of just thought that this house was all I could afford, so it was all I deserved, you know? And then I realized how many other tenants he had that were all in the same situation as me. So, like, almost 200 properties he owns in Kansas City, and he's not maintaining any of them or responding to any of his tenants about work orders or anything like that.
So one of the things was you guys are demanding a meeting. The attempts, how has he met the attempts for a meeting so far?
Yeah, so basically, we formed a list of demands to like address said issues in the home, and we have sent emails, we've done texting, and we've called. Like, we've actually had our friends, like, you know, like 100 people call and text him, and still no response. And it's been over a month now, and so we just decided if he keeps ignoring us, we just need to let him know that we're not going anywhere. So we just showed up on his front lawn and delivered the list of demands with a request to meet with us.
Okay, and in closing, what are your hopes from him? What are you hoping to see?
Yeah, my hopes is that, like, he realizes that we're not going anywhere, you know? It's like, really, all we're asking for is a meeting, you know? Like, it doesn't have to be this way. Like, I don't want to be in Mission Hills chanting and screaming at him, you know? Like, I don't want to have to be dragging his name, but he's just, like, giving us no other option, you know? So I hope he just realizes that the only way to get us to shut up is to meet with us.
Okay, well, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Okay, guys, again, that was a couple of the organizers and tenants here that are part of these properties that Matt McGee is an owner of. So that's why, again, we were here in Mission Hills and marched onto in his neighborhood and to his house, as we saw, and it followed peacefully. There was a police response from one officer, as you saw throughout the march. But after everybody ended up at this location where it first started, everybody still seems to be about to disperse from here. Obviously, right now, this is going to be an ongoing story, as I don't think there has been a response yet from Matt McGee or his representatives. So we're going to follow up with that. Usually, we also keep up on the KC Tenants issues, and these two organizations are working together to bring attention to this. So with that in mind, you can feel free to read on independentmedia.us a few of our past coverage events of KC Tenants. You can also find past live streams on Independent Media Association on Facebook, and also on Facebook you can find KC Tenants, and I believe their page is kctenants.org, where you can find more information on their actions and the way that they do things, and the other groups that are organizing alongside them. So with that, that's pretty much it here in Kansas City, actually close to Prairie Village from nearby State Line Road. This was it for tonight's event, and I'm sure I'll see you guys next time.
It's the family of Diamond Ross.
You can put a note in them?
Yeah, that's what she said over there.
I gotta blow you up.
Perfect time for this. That's that angle.
Yeah, there's a glare.
Yeah, the sunset doesn't look well. It doesn't look good with the video, unfortunately.
Dr. Grayson, did you want to say something to the people before I really log off? Smashers and Smashettes, tell the people who you are and why you're here.
Okay. To the Smashers and Smashettes, my name is Dr. Pamela Grayson. I am here for one of my sisters who has not received rightful justice after a wrongful death again. And I know they said law enforcement did not murder her. Yes, they did. By their negligence, yes, they did. I need us to all remember to make it a goal
keep it in the forefront. Protect the black woman. Because we as black women will go to the ends of the earth for you.
Thank you so much. Okay, y'all, they're getting ready to release the balloons here as soon as they finish blowing them up. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Did y'all let us know where y'all are coming from? Where y'all live? What y'all are doing? Let us know. And let us know what y'all think about the Diamond Ross case. That is the family. She lost her life in police custody. She was overdosing, at least that's what the article was saying. But they didn't attend to her. They put her in the wheelchair and left her for 12 minutes. One article I read, one of the police officers stated that they believe she took her last breath before she even got into custody inside of the jail. She died. The reason I'm doing it today is because she lost her life today in 2018. They're about to release the balloons. Make sure y'all send hearts, send love, and share, spread the word.
Oh, don't get stuck. Made it. Hey, hold you back, baby. You made it.
Now one got stuck. It did make it.
Come out of there. I was running around on people's streets.
Let's just try to look at the road first.
All right, y'all, we're about to tune out. Make sure y'all spread the word, spread love, and hit share. All right, make sure y'all also go to smashlovethekids.org so that we can continue to come out into the community where we're most needed, okay? All right, y'all, this is Shanita. I have a mask on, so that's why I sound like this, but Shanita Cleveland tuning out.
Oh, yeah.